3.
This is Don Brown today on the campaign trail for Mecklenburg County. Well, Rhino open border Senator Thom Tillis is at it again. After within the last couple of weeks single-handedly going to Denmark to try to play Secretary of State alongside liberal Democrat Senator Chris Coon and others, undermining President Trump's policy in Greenland, I should say, this week he is now calling for the firing of Kristy Noem. You see, Tillis is showing his true colors. Tillis has been an open borders guy for years. He's the guy that's wanted to have pathway to citizenship. And while Biden opened the borders and let in millions and millions and millions of illegals to endanger our safety, Tillis said nothing. But now he wants Noem fired. His reason? Well, there have been a couple of shootings in Minnesota. We regret the loss of life. But I'll tell you this, not only should Kristy Noem not be fired, but she should be promoted, if you ask me. You see, Kristy Noem, as Secretary of Homeland Security, has overseen a 93% reduction in violence at the United States-Mexican border. We virtually shut the border down. And not only that, if you go to the Darien Gap, that's the gap between Colombia and Panama, those crossings where we have illegals coming in from South America into Central America have come to a virtual standstill. That is under Kristy Noem's watch. Yet Tillis joins fellow Rhino Lisa Murkowski and other Democrats calling for her to be fired. He says there should be an investigation into the shooting. Of course there should be investigations into shooting. There are always investigations into shootings. But Tillis tries to make it appear that the Trump administration won't investigate the shootings in Minnesota. Every shooting from DHS is investigated as a matter of routine. But let me tell you what Tillis did not call for. He has not called for an investigation into the shooting and killing of Ashley Babbitt, who was murdered, shot through a glass wall by a Capitol police officer on January 6th, and Tillis sat back and attacked J6ers, as did his buddy Mike Whatley. As your next United States Senator, I will call for and press for an investigation into Ashley Babbitt's death. And this, of course, leads to another question. Where is Michael Whatley? Whatley goes, Trump, 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 and he uses Trump's name all the time. But when his buddy Thom Tillis, and by the way, Whatley endorsed Thom Tillis in March of this year before Tillis dropped out of the race, he violated Rule 11 of the RNC rules and his position as chair and endorsed Tillis to the Carolina Country Club. Whatley sits by silently while Tillis bashes Trump from the left, bashes him from the right, hits him on Greenland, hits him on Kristy Noem, and Whatley stays silent. You can say Trump, Trump, Trump all you want, Mike, but what are you going to do when your buddy Tillis attacks the guy whose name you use? Stand up and let North Carolinians know that you're your own man. I can tell you right now, I am condemning Thom Tillis for his out-of-control rhetoric. I'm calling for Kristy Noem to get a promotion, not to be fired, but get a promotion. I've talked to sheriffs all over North Carolina, and at least a dozen sheriffs have told me that the Mexican borders have been largely closed. And remember this, the Democrats let so many illegals into this country that we've lost more Americans in 1 year to fentanyl than 10 years to the Vietnam War. And Tillis crossed his arms and said nothing and kept pushing for open borders, and now is calling for the firing of the most effective Secretary of Homeland Security in history. Give Kristy Noem a raise. And Mike Whatley join me in standing up and criticizing Tillis for attacking the president and his cabinet members. This is Don Brown from Mecklenburg County. Thank you very much.